Hi everyone, hi, how are you feeling? How is Nasik doing today? I just wanted to sit and imagine something. There's a child who's born and she's trying to pave through her journey in life. She's a second girl child of the house, and then you see that she's not confident. But then, in class 4th, when she was told to leave her friends and go to Tezpur, Assam, she saw her father being little depressed. She saw her father not being able to talk to her the way he used to. I saw that my father needed help, but I was too young to help him in any way possible. In class 5th, I still remember a day, it was a Christmas day, and I remember we ate sevaiya in the morning, and my dad was like, please go to the function, Ankita, please go and have fun, go with your eldest sister and your mother, I'll come back in some time. And we were very happy that we were going to get a plum cake, and we went for the event right away. When I went there, I was happy, the crowd was cheering, we were playing games, and suddenly the darkest time of my life came in front. My mom was called. Someone ran to my mom and told my mom that Ashok is in ICU, please run. My mom didn't look anywhere, she didn't look where her kids are. She kept running to the hospital, and I ran behind her, including my sister. And the moment I reached the hospital, I see my superhero lying on an ICU bed. His eyes are blue, his face is pale, his tongue is cut, his chin is broken, and he's been surrounded with all the pipes and wires just to make him alive. Within a moment, he just looked at my mom with his bleeding eye, and he told my mom that, Madhu, you need to take care of the kids. There are some insurance documents in the Almira, and please get it, and then I don't know if I'll make it, but you have the support of the nominee and all the papers. Within 5 minutes, he was put in the ambulance and he was transferred to a bigger hospital. We were made to sit in a room, and we were told that, Chinu, you have to be outside. I was just in class 5th, I was too young to understand. But when my mom came outside, she was crying. My sister was crying. We go home and we see, when I enter, I just have very blurred image of that time. But when I'm entering the room, I see blood, I see chunni or dupatta, and I also see mirror where it's written, Mujhe maaf karna. And that was a time my whole life turned around. The inspiration, the hero of my life was in hospital for almost 8 months. During that time when I went back to school, everyone came and said that it's a fault of the mother, it's a fault of 2 daughters, they are not good enough. And there were friends whose dispute of anything that I was going through, they still cancelled me and never had lunch boxes with me. And that was the time my sister became my best friend, and we were there for each other. It was one of the tough times of our life because we were very far from where we used to live to where we have come, from Punjab to Assam. And I still remember when I was in school, there were rumors that Ankita's father committed suicide. Just imagine another person is coming and telling me about my dad's incident. It was a tough time on me. I think it impacted me a lot as a child. Eventually, I got to know that he had attempted suicide, and I try to find answers now as well why, but I want to tell you all, today my dad is healthy, I love my dad a lot, and he's the biggest strength of my life. He though had a lot of very struggling journey, but I'm glad he made it. And a lot of our parents, a lot of us, are going through somewhere unresolved struggles that we still want solution from. But as a child, it impacted me a lot. I had to come back to a different location altogether. I moved to my grandparents' house. We needed support, and as a family, I feel we were struggling, but as an individual, I lost confidence in life. In class 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, I was trying to find and fit myself because I still had lived the lived traumas, bullying, and harassment from multiple places where I have come from. I still believe that maybe my life would have been better. I kind of soaked in that maybe this is what my life is, and that has impacted my scores. Till class 11th came in place. I chose commerce, and my dad and my sister, they started being more present, my mother being more present to me. I got a chance of a supportive teacher, And I studied really hard, and from a failure, I ended up getting 82%, and best of 4 were amazing, and I got admission in one of the top colleges of commerce in India. But now, as you see in my introduction, I am an ex-alumni, how I ended up here, right? I still remember my dad when I was leaving for my college, which is a top college, and the placements were amazing there. I was in the train. I get the call from my dad. They're like, Chinu, please come back. I miss you. And then the child in me, I suddenly got an image of the ICU, where my dad was lying in the blood. Maybe that was a time I had to make a decision that maybe I need to come back. Maybe my dad needs me. Or somewhere unresolved trauma had hit me that I have to go back. And what other person would have done, because I was given a college that I never chose, and I had to start from the scratch, and this is not what I dreamt of. But I want to tell you something here. I want to tell you that in your life, you will have certain situations where you let yourself down, and you will have certain situations where you choose to get up and still continue. Maybe that is not what you planned for, maybe that's what not you aimed for, but that's best for you, and you have to be resilient. When I ended up coming to my college, I got amazing support. Until the time, I was very, very amazing student, but I was not confident at all. I used to write poems, I still remember, I used to write articles, I used to write stories, and I got a supportive ecosystem and the stage to showcase my talent. I remember I used to go in the college, I used to read out poems, I used to get the first free stage of my life, and from that day till today, I'm on TEDx, guys. And it happened because of my teachers. Maybe I would have gone to that top college, which I dreamt of, but I chose resilience. I didn't stop. Every day I worked really hard for the next 3 years. Every year I was a topper of the college, and I ensured that I am also adding the value to my teachers, my fellow students, and also participate in a lot of events around. And today what I am is because of the stage, that opportunity that I got. Now coming to the final year, when I reached final year and I have enough confidence, I ended up going to a show called MTV Roadies. I was, I think, the first one in Nasik during that time to go and get selected. I went to the show. When I entered the room, they were like very intimidating people, and I know it's not for beginners, people just ask a lot of questions. When they saw me and they saw my resilience, that how I improvised myself as a person, how I am as a person, and I was just 18-year-old when I ended up in Roadies, all of the judges got up from their chairs and gave me a grand salute because they saw the resilience in me and I could prove myself to them. I came back from Roadies and I was in college, I was giving my final year exams and I had to go for the journey, and I honestly didn't take Roadies seriously because I ended up getting one placement from college which was in a call center. Now you'll ask me, Ankita, why would you choose a call center over a Roadies show? Why didn't you take Roadies seriously than a call center? Trust me, it was a decision that I'm still very proud of. I'm very proud of. When I went to Bangalore, I moved to Bangalore, it used to take 3 hours from one way to reach my office and 3 hours to go back, and I was not paid very well in the call center job. But I ensured I become resilient. I end up giving my best for the years that I worked there. And how call center helped me? When a frustrated customer used to call me, hey, you are bad, your bank is bad. I used to ensure when I leave the phone, the customer leaves happy from there. The customer's situation is resolved. And that taught me emotional intelligence, which is very much needed in my life. And today, whenever anyone comes to me with their problems, I don't be reactive. I try to listen to them and I try to resolve that. And in the whole journey altogether, when I see that the call center value that I got will never be replaced by anything else. After the call center job, I applied for a startup where I was getting paid 7,000 less than the salary I was getting. I still chose to go ahead because I chose skill set, learning over money. It's not that I've come from privileged background. I had to do a lot of cost cutting to make through life, but yeah, I learned a lot because I chose my skill set over money in my initial careers. When I was 22 years old, I got an opportunity to manage a team of 40 people for their events and community. I succeeded there and I became a top performer. And because of my skill set, I started creating content on LinkedIn. When I created content on LinkedIn, today I have active followers of 1,30,000 people following me every day for the professional opinions that I share every day. We have a voice. We have that inner voice in us. And at the age of 23, I got approached by an entrepreneur. He made me the director of his startup at the age of 23. I was managing accounts of 2-3 crores. I was able to get business of 2-3 crores. And then I saw my leadership qualities, which my teachers still say that I had it somehow, but I saw it in front of me. Maybe I might not have been paid well, amazing, but I got the opportunity to know myself better. I got the opportunity to lead. And then I moved jobs, I got a lot of opportunities. And in this whole journey, one thing stayed with me. I don't say no until I have tried 100 ways to turn it into a yes. And this is the value I follow every day, and I'll keep on following, because no is not an answer for me, and I will not take anything to make it a no, but I'll try 100 ways to make it a yes. This is the rule that I remind myself every day. In your life, you'll get multiple instances. It's not like that I've always had golden. I had to see a lot of dark times of my life. My father's heart attack, my mother's different operations. My mother was in ICU. My best friend is here with me today, and he had already been there with me. But I tried to make it not by compromising on myself. In the whole journey of establishing ourselves, we try to forget ourselves. And honestly, last year, I was constantly taking therapy because I was in a rush to just get a room, get a voice for myself. And I don't know why I have this rush that I need to establish a voice. But yes, it's needed that you also take care of yourself. Until you're not taking care of yourself, you'll not be able to take care of anything else. Last 3 years have been the incredible transformative years of my life. I was taking a leap in my career, and suddenly in one of the jobs I was paid really well, I got laid off. And suddenly everything came to an end. And then I realized maybe my job had become my introduction. Maybe the job had become my identity. Some way we make our careers, our student life as our identity. And we forget that who we are. And that was the most transformative year of my life, where I kept reminding myself that I'm beyond job. I worked on myself a lot. I took therapy. I definitely got an amazing job. I definitely got multiple awards. But that felt less because I lost myself. In this whole journey, you'll be praised a lot. There will be highs, there will be lows. But it doesn't matter how you behave in your high, but it always matters how you behave in your lows. How you're picking yourself up from the low scale to being in a high scale, because that shows resilience. That shows that you don't want to give up. And it's not something that will come naturally, it's something that you integrate in your discipline. You have to tell yourself that you're amazing, and that's how the life is. When I got HR 40 under 40, I was 27-year-old, though that was a time that I was feeling the lowest in my life. And now I am very established professional in corporate world. I am 29 years old. This is my third TEDx talk. I've been awarded multiple times. I've been on TV, I've done podcasts, I've met incredible leaders. I might have that, but I'm Ankita Mehra, who works on herself every day, and in the morning when I get up, I have a self-reflection check on myself. Am I really losing myself? This is something that we really should follow. Now, while having the conversation, of course, we have role models. In the whole journey of this, ensure your gurus, your mentors, your elders, if they're respecting you, please value them, please talk to them, please be in front and tell them, I need help. In today's world, because we try to establish ourselves a lot that, hey, I'm amazing, hey, I'm incredible, I just want to tell you all, not everyone is incredible, but it's very important to acknowledge that I'm weak. It's very important. Maybe today you might not understand, maybe tomorrow placement happens, it might not happen, or if happens, then yes, it's amazing, you'll be glorified a lot, but everything is temporary, but your inner happiness is mandatory. Today when I look at my dad, today when I look at myself, maybe I was cancelled from the world, maybe I got bullied, maybe I was not respected, maybe my character was judged because what happened in the family. But today when I look back, I don't look back with anger to those people. They look to me with pride. That when I met them next time, I might not have injustice towards them, but emotional intelligence that I am an amazing human being, I don't wish to hurt anyone. And a lot of people come and ask me that, Ankita, who is a mentor? Who empowers you a lot? I am surrounded by multiple mentors who are so powerful. Today, if they come here, that they can do anything that they wish to. But at the same time, they are very grounded. And when I say that, a lot of people ask me, Ankita, what is your success mantra? I just go back and say Hanuman Chalisa. Thank you.